A man lies motionless in a rain-soaked alley, seemingly out of place in time. A strange green energy suddenly crackles around his hand, hinting at an unnatural revival. He jolts awake with a gasp, his body racked with pain and confusion. Staggering to his feet, the man desperately tries to make sense of his strange new surroundings. His mind races as he recalls a fatal explosion, questioning how he could possibly be alive. A wave of dizziness hits him, bringing back fragmented memories of his past life as a special forces soldier named Jin Kwan. He remembers a mission gone wrong, his squad caught in a deadly ambush. The ultimate betrayal flashes through his mind. His own organization had set them up. His last memory is of a catastrophic blast that should have ended everything. Snapped back to reality, an intensifying agony forces him to seek cover immediately. He spots a lone light in the downpour, a potential refuge from the storm and his pain. Stepping inside, he calls out into the dimly lit workshop, immediately drawing the attention of its sole occupant. The muscular man recoils in terror, recognizing the uninvited guest's unnervingly familiar smirk. An unseen force suddenly grips the brawny man, twisting his face in a silent scream of pure agony. He thrashes helplessly on the ground, completely overwhelmed by the mysterious, debilitating power. Elsewhere, a different young man is alerted by a frantic cry, his attention drawn to a nearby sewer grate. Back in the workshop, the muscular man finally collapses, utterly defeated by his cloaked assailant. The victor kneels, his gaze fixed on a blood-splattered metal case lying on the floor. He picks up the strange object, inspecting it with intense curiosity and a hint of recognition. A sinister, skeletal grin overlays his face, revealing his dark satisfaction with this discovery. His victory is cut short as two cloaked figures with skeletal masks enter the workshop. The intruders brandish their weapons, determined to eliminate the witness and retrieve the case. They lunge to attack, making the resurrected soldier wonder if he's about to die a second time. A powerful blast forces him to make a desperate leap for his life. He recalls his escape, using the case as a bargaining chip to get help from a stranger. The stranger obliges, lifting a manhole cover and allowing him to escape the sewers. Back in the present, he moves swiftly through the underground tunnels with his new temporary ally. He lands in a low crouch, his soldier instincts on full alert in the unfamiliar territory. A sudden, sharp pain shoots through his body, stopping him dead in his tracks. His supposed ally reveals their true colors, pressing a cold barrel against his head. The supposed ally reveals their true motive, demanding to know his identity and why he confronted her brother. She presses him for the item, and he calmly directs her to his coat. He surrenders the blood-stained metal case without a fight. Clutching the object, she looks upon it with profound sorrow for her lost sibling. She collapses in grief, questioning her brother's decision to trade his life for an emblem. Her despair deepens as she contemplates facing a brutal world all alone. The sight of her anguish unexpectedly resonates with the resurrected soldier. Her hopeless expression awakens a dark and familiar memory within him. He flashes back to his past life, remembering the vacant stares of war-torn refugees. The image of their absolute despair is a sight he can never forget. His memory shifts to the women he rescued, who had lost their families and all hope. He saw no joy in their rescue, only the profound emptiness of souls who had nothing left. Their freedom was a lie, a path leading from one desolate wasteland to the next. He sees that same soul-crushing despair mirrored in the crying girl before him. In a surprising act of compassion, he kneels to comfort her, declaring himself the protector her brother hired. She looks at him with sorrow, stating that while he may be a good person, he is already doomed to die. The reason becomes clear as he looks at his own hand, seeing an unnatural decay creeping over his fingers. She grimly explains their location, Dead Man's City, where the rain itself is a creeping, corrosive poison. She reveals the rain's horrific final stage, transforming its victims into mindless monsters, his inevitable fate. Far from panicking, he leans back with a grim understanding, finally connecting the dots to his failing strength. He questions the girl about his new reality, learning the skull-masked attackers were magic-wielding enforcers. Utterly lost, he presses for more information, asking for the current year and the name of this strange country. She reveals they are in the Flying Eagle Empire in the year Starfall 1000, a time completely foreign to him. A wry smile crosses his face as he accepts the unbelievable truth. He's been transported to another world. Curious about this world's power system, he asks how one becomes a feared professional. She explains that power isn't earned but granted by an emblem, awakening a person's latent abilities. Opening the case, she reveals the very emblem her brother sacrificed himself to steal for her. The weight of her brother's death crashes down on her, and she breaks down in tears. As she blames herself for the tragedy, he tries to comfort her, asking if she has anyone else left. Through her tears, she confirms the heartbreaking truth. She is now completely alone. She clutches the emblem, believing it's her only path to survival in this cruel world. He looks down, sighing at the cruel twist of fate that has bound two unfortunate souls together. He offers her a glimmer of hope, promising to protect her if he manages to survive his own ordeal. Their moment is shattered by a deafening crash from above, catching them completely off guard. As the wall explodes inward, his soldier instincts kick in, pulling them both from the path of destruction. In a panic, she realizes their only hope is for her to awaken her powers with the emblem immediately. With trembling hands, she presses the emblem to her forehead, desperately trying to activate its power. Instead of awakening, a violent energy throws her backward, the emblem's power proving too much to handle. The emblem clatters to the floor, its rejection leaving her stunned and powerless. He calmly explains the harsh reality. The emblem has rejected her due to incompatibility or a lack of potential. She despairs, believing her brother's sacrifice was wasted on someone as useless as her. Meanwhile, the skull-masked enforcers close in with deadly speed and precision. They land gracefully, mocking their cornered targets for finally stopping their escape. One of them smirks from behind his mask, eager to get on with the mission. With a clear command to retrieve the emblem, they launch their final assault. Seeing their impending doom, the soldier turns to the girl with a sudden, desperate resolve. In a flash of inspiration, she snatches the emblem and lunges toward him. She slams the artifact against his forehead, forcing its power onto him in a last-ditch effort. A violent torrent of dark energy erupts from his body, overwhelming him completely. The chaotic power stabilizes, and a system notification confirms his successful transformation. A system window reveals his new identity as a demon swordsman, complete with an SSS rank talent. His eyes now glow with an intense blue light, reflecting his newfound and formidable power. He observes the holographic panel, quickly understanding the game-like rules of this strange world. The girl celebrates his successful transformation, confirming the emblem was a perfect match for him. Their relief is cut short as the enforcers condemn him for using the emblem without authorization. Enraged by his audacity, the masked figures unleash a coordinated and deadly strike. The sheer force of their assault sends the girl reeling back in absolute terror. He moves instantly to protect her, effortlessly parrying their attack with his newly manifested sword. The enforcers stare in disbelief, stunned that their powerful blow was so easily deflected. Wreathed in dark energy, he explodes forward, turning the tables with a lightning-fast counterattack. He unleashes a devastating wave of dark energy, determined to end them all. The enforcers realize he's absorbed the emblem's power and desperately try to mount a defense. With a look of pure contempt, he scoffs at their futile attempt to stop him. His dark power tears through their defenses, overwhelming them in an instant. The girl watches in utter disbelief, stunned by the incredible power he now wields. He lands gracefully, his posture radiating the confidence of a seasoned warrior. Looking at his hand, he discovers the emblem's power has completely healed his corroded body. The defeated enforcers lament their failure, realizing they can't report back to their superiors. His glowing eyes fix on them with a chilling intensity, overhearing their last words. He lunges forward one last time, ensuring no witnesses are left to tell the tale. His dark power rips through the enforcers, ending their threat permanently. With the bodies at their feet, the girl insists they must flee before reinforcements arrive. He gazes up at the distant sewer opening, seeing no obvious way to reach it. She confidently takes the lead, revealing she has a secret escape plan of her own. His eyes widen as she reveals a makeshift explosive, a relic from her brother. The resulting blast tears a new exit through the sewer wall, shaking the very ground beneath them. Standing amidst the rubble, he's genuinely surprised that her reckless plan actually worked. She quickly leads him through the breach, knowing a hidden staircase that will take them to the surface. An hour later, they arrive at a quiet, rundown street which she calls her home. She invites him into her humble hideout, offering a temporary refuge from the city's dangers. She leads him into her cluttered workshop, admitting it's messy but functional. As she starts to tidy up, she offers her unexpected guest a place to sit. He remarks on the difficulty of her running the shop all by herself. A shadow of grief crosses her face as she admits she's now truly alone. He quickly apologizes for reminding her of her brother, but she brushes it off with a tear. Their quiet moment is shattered as the door is kicked open by an impatient customer. A large, imposing shadow falls over them, signaling the arrival of unwelcome guests. The girl's face pales as she recognizes the formidable warlord and his two henchmen. The warlord gets straight to business, questioning her about a deal he made with her late brother. A sinister smile spreads across his face as he realizes she's completely in the dark. The warlord coolly orders his men to seize the girl. His henchmen immediately grab the terrified girl as she struggles against them. But the resurrected soldier steps in, throwing his cloak over the warlord's head to stop them. The warlord rips the cloak away, furious at the unexpected interference in his business. With glowing eyes, the soldier challenges the warlord's authority to take her. The man scoffs, declaring his authority comes from being the warlord himself. The soldier calmly reveals his ability to sense good and evil, noting the warlord isn't truly malicious. Intrigued, the warlord remarks on the rarity of goodness in the city and asks about her brother's last words. The soldier ignores the question and instead tries to negotiate a price for her freedom. The warlord reveals her brother's plan. He believed the soldier could survive the treacherous pit number 1. The warlord details the mission: retrieve an item from a pit swarming with monstrous sandworms. He makes a simple offer: complete the mission, and the girl will be returned unharmed. But first, he launches a surprise attack to test the soldier's worthiness. He unleashes a devastating punch, intending to end the test before it even begins. The captive girl cries out in panic, desperately warning him of the warlord's immense power. Unfazed, the soldier calmly grabs a sturdy metal bar from a nearby bucket. He brings the bar up just in time, blocking the powerful blow with a resounding impact. His glowing eyes reveal his immense power as he calmly neutralizes the warlord's assault. The warlord's jaw drops, realizing he's not dealing with some random vagrant, but a true soul talent. The girl watches in complete shock, unable to believe he actually stopped the warlord's attack. He coolly asks if he's qualified now, and the warlord agrees to the deal with a stark warning about the pit's dangers. The warlord reveals the mission: slay a spider matriarch and retrieve a rare flower that blooms from its corpse. With a look of fierce resolve, the soldier accepts the dangerous assignment without hesitation. The warlord sets a strict deadline for the mission to begin the very next morning. He then issues a chilling decree, conscripting every man over 16 in the district to enter the pit. His eyes narrow as he delivers a stark warning to anyone who dares to disobey his command. To punctuate his threat, he brutally crushes a nearby frog under his boot. Watching them leave, the soldier finally understands the brother's sacrifice was a desperate attempt to save his sister. Back in the workshop, he eyes a large cloth-wrapped blade, suspecting the warlord might be setting a trap. He grabs the weapon, resolving to master his new powers before facing the trials ahead. He focuses inward, discovering his first talent is the Netherflame God statue. Two opposing energies, red and blue, violently collide and merge into a single chaotic force. This power manifests as a colossal, demonic shadow looming ominously behind him. He summons a massive greatsword, sensing a second, more mysterious talent within it. With a single swing, he tests the blade's immense power against the workshop wall. The soldier stands unfazed beside a perfectly sliced stone block, a testament to his new strength. Catching his reflection, he realizes this new body is a younger, unscarred version of himself. The system confirms his new identity, assigning him the name Diwu Jinquan. With his priorities set, he leaves the hideout to gather intelligence on this strange new world. His search for information leads him to a bustling city bar, a stark contrast to the grim sewers. He questions the bartender about the free drinks, who confirms it's a last meal before their trip to pit number 1. Jinquan presses for more information about the pit, surprised to hear they're being sent to a mine. The bartender scoffs, revealing their true purpose isn't mining but dealing with the pit's monstrous sandworms. He explains the gruesome truth: people are sacrificed to the worms to make ore extraction easier for others. The soldier realizes with horror that they're being sent down as nothing more than monster bait. Unbothered by their impending doom, the bartender raises his glass for a final toast. Jinquan clinks glasses, accepting the grim reality of his situation with a stoic expression. Elsewhere, a furious official named Li Hongyu rages at his underlings for their incompetence. He slams his fist on the table, demanding to know the location of the stolen emblem. His subordinate reports the thief is gone without a trace, while an accomplice escaped through the sewers after setting off an explosion. The subordinate points out the difficulty of finding the tiny emblem, suggesting it may have already been used. Unfazed, Li Hongyu coldly orders them to eliminate suspects one by one, deeming the common folk unworthy of such power. Another official silences a subordinate's protest, insisting they follow the young master's ruthless command. He then reminds Li Hongyu of their tight schedule, warning that failure to deliver ore from pit number 1 will anger the powerful Eagle Legion. Realizing the thief might be among the conscripts, Li Hongyu devises a new plan to scan everyone before they enter the pit. The next day, a massive crowd of men is herded onto a train destined for the deadly mine. Guards bark orders, rushing the condemned men aboard to begin the grim mining operation. Jinquan remains stoic amidst the chaos as the hopeless crowd shoves its way forward to their doom. Li Hongyu arrives with his entourage, confirming that all the designated bait has been gathered. With a steely gaze, he commands his men to begin the inspection, determined not to let a single person slip through unchecked. The official reveals their secret weapon, a scavenger B2 device designed to detect the emblem's spiritual energy. Impatiently, Li Hongyu orders his men to stop wasting time and begin the search immediately. His guards start herding the conscripts, with Jinquan watching silently from the crowd. Jinquan's sharp blue eyes scan the area, calmly assessing the new threat. The guards roughly shove the men forward, forcing them onto the already crowded train. Caught in the surge, Jinquan is pushed along with the desperate, panicked crowd. The train car is packed to the brim, with men complaining they're being crushed to death. A mysterious hooded figure smirks from the shadows, clutching a strange, glowing purple crystal. A nearby man breaks into a cold sweat, his face a mask of pure terror. Jinquan senses flare as he detects a powerful wave of malice emanating from somewhere within the crowd. The suffocating crowd begins to feel an unbearable pressure, struggling to breathe. A man notices with alarm that several people around him have suddenly passed out. Panic erupts as the conscripts scream that the train is too full and people are dying in the crush. Two armed officials suddenly appear, ordering the chaotic crowd to freeze in place. Jinquan, singled out, calmly raises his hands, playing along with their demands. Li Hongyu confidently announces that a valuable item was stolen and he's here to get it back. Jinquan instantly realizes this is no coincidence. They're searching for the emblem he absorbed. With a sinister grin, Li Hongyu decides to take matters into his own hands since the thief won't confess. His subordinate activates a wrist device, deploying a small spider-like drone to begin the search. The drone immediately locks onto Jinquan, its glowing sensor confirming he is the target they're looking for. Li Hongyu issues a final deadly warning as the drone closes in to scan Jinquan. To everyone's surprise, the high-tech device reports no trace of spiritual energy on him. Jinquan subtly reveals his trick, having used his own power to mask the emblem's signature. The drone moves on, its beam sweeping over the terrified faces of the other conscripts. It continues its search, passing over several nervous men without a positive reading. Suddenly, the scanner locks onto the mysterious hooded figure, detecting a strong energy source. Li Hongyu erupts in a victorious laugh, convinced he's finally cornered the real culprit. The hooded man is stunned, completely baffled as to why he has been targeted. Without warning, the drone fires a piercing energy dart at the newly identified suspect. The dart strikes the man's shoulder, making him recoil in agony from the sudden attack. Li Hongyu threatens the crowd, demanding the thief surrender or face the consequences. He violently grabs the hooded man, ensuring the suspect has no chance of escape. Terrified, the man begs for his life, offering up a strange purple crystal as his only possession. The official inspects the item with disdain, recognizing it as a worthless, cursed crystal. Enraged by the useless find, he smashes the crystal into pieces on the floor. Annoyed by the false alarm, he furiously orders the drone to continue its search. The device reports no other energy signatures, leaving the hooded man trembling in relief. With the search yielding nothing, Li Hongyu grimly leads his men to the next train car. 5 hours later, the train rumbles through a bizarre and alien-looking wasteland. Jinquan gazes out the window at the desolate landscape, questioning their final destination. A fellow conscript reveals the grim truth. The red light means they're entering pit number 1, and the guards have already bailed. The man frantically works to pry open the train car door, determined to make his own escape. He struggles with the lock, explaining their one-way trip leads straight into the monster-infested heart of the pit. With a final effort, he forces the door open and leaps from the speeding train to take his chances. Jinquan coolly observes the others jumping for their lives, knowing he's arrived at his destination. Knowing he can't linger, he braces himself to follow suit and abandon the train. With athletic grace, he launches himself from the speeding train into the unknown. He sticks a perfect landing, the ground cracking from the force of his arrival. Now alone, he surveys the vast alien cavern, its walls lined with ominous, glowing red crystals. He laments his lack of intel, knowing he's at a severe disadvantage in this treacherous, unknown territory. A sudden sharp sound from the glowing crystals instantly puts him on high alert. A powerful shockwave erupts from the ground, sending him stumbling backward.